is John Agate. When I came in here a number of months ago, I had to have a wheelchair push me around because I couldn't stand for long periods. Fast forward approximately, say, 3 months, and I do not have to use the wheelchair. I still can't stand for hours, but it's quite a difference from when I came in.
So the first time that I met John was probably about 2 months ago, and I started having a whole conversation with him about his disability, which is Parkinson's. We spoke about how he was doing at home and what he was doing at home, and he was really very, very depressed, and he admitted to that. Because of the depression, he wasn't exercising.
Never worked out. Poor muscle strength was minimal. A lot of atrophy in the muscles.
And I told him that if he comes to therapy here and does the agility program with us, which includes LSVT and boxing and some other activities, that we would be able to essentially change his mobility. I've been treating Parkinson's patients for about 17 years now. What we typically see in Parkinson's patients is that they have a shuffling gait and their movements become smaller and smaller over time. And that puts them at high risk for falling. So it's very important with any therapy program to get them to start moving bigger, which would replicate more normal movement. So what we do is we use something called the LSVT Big program. When we do the big step forward, for example, what we're doing is that we're taking a big step with the feet. We're also moving the arms out wide and having the fingers spread out. Everything is supposed to emphasize big movements, allowing the patients to move in the range of motion that's actually available to them, rather than in the small movement that their brain is telling them that they're able to do. We get the patients to actually make changes to their brain in which they could start moving more normally again via self-cueing. So at first when we start the therapy with them, we're cueing them. But by the end of the 4 weeks, they'll be cueing themselves and be able to move bigger more naturally. And also, we're incorporating boxing into it. We're using the concept of rock steady boxing. What we're doing is we're retraining the patient's coordination and balance, and we're also focusing on their range of motion and trunk rotation. We try to set the targets for them to punch a little farther away than their comfort zone, so they're really reaching and challenging the range of motion in their trunk. Every workout we do with our patients is very intense. Both the patient and the therapist will be sweating at the end of it, or they should be. The changes in the brain are phenomenal.
Just like with these things, I expect results.